This is a film. I've just walked outside the cottage. I'm just going to do a series of rotations. And that's where I'm walking to. That's where I've walked from. Now this is a panorama. There's a bit of sunlight around here. Sorry about that. And this is the hotel. This is the other side of the hotel. Pan round. Might go dark because it's sunlight. Car park down there, that little one. And this is the hill that I can walk up no problem. That's the hill I've just walked up. Now we're entering the village. This is where I'm going to next. This is where I've walked from. That's the restaurant. Thanks. That's the ice cream parlour. That's the pot of jam. That's where you get your papers. That's the bookshop. I'm going to walk up here. Second car from the left is our car. Panning round. That's the ice cream parlour, that yellow building. There's part of the village. Just panning round. That's one of the shops. This is where we're going next. This is a fancy shop. It's one of the bigger shops. It's the Greek urns. It's got a beautiful pattern, but I don't know whether you can see that. It's just got, because of the sunlight. That's where we've just been, and I'm just going to take you further up here, okay? This is one of the views from the front, the colonnades. This is part of the central part of the garden. There's a house we stayed in once. That's a ornamental pond. Now I'm going to take you up here again, okay? That's the house that Jules Holland stays in. It's for 12, and the steps are phenomenally difficult. Okay? That's where we've come from. Just pan round. See all the trees and the palm trees because of the Gulf Stream. It looks like it's just growing there, but it's a hell of a lot of work, my dad says. That's one of the places you can stay. And that's the place I'm going to take you now. That's the Buddha that's a fiberglass model that my mum put the ribbons on. And they decided to paint it in gold to make it more authentic. This is coming towards the entrance. Have a pan round. That one with the blue shutters, that's where we stayed once. I think, yeah, it was, yeah. This is one of the nice views. And that's where I've walked from. But we're just going up here, okay? That's where we've come from. That's where we stayed 2 years ago. The dog loved it. See that heraldry? This is one's part forested. Might take a bit to get stabilised exposure. You could stay in those houses. And that's the entrance on foot. But if I take you back here, we're going back down here. That's where I was before. I'm turning this way because there's a very bright sunlight and you just won't see anything the other way. And that's the way back into the village. Okay? Going this way. We come from that direction. This is just panning round. That shop's empty now. That's where we stayed, the battery. Used to have a mini moat there. All these are available for rent. That house just across there with the blue is number 6, but that's shut as well. That road is where we walked up from, but I'm going to take a different route. We're going this way. Okay? That's where we walked from. That door is number 6. It's a bit overgrown here, but you should be able to see one of the towers over there. Just turn around again. There's some really lovely buildings, pastel colours. I don't know whether you can pick them out on this. Lovely. I like this vivid one, this blue one. Just come round again. And we're just going to go in this direction, okay? That's where we walked from. Now if I pan round again, lots of bushes and shrubbery. That blue arch is at number 6 below the pink top. That's the dome. That used to be the headquarters of the village in the Prisoner series. This is cobblestone. It's quite steep. That's the colonnade that my mum. I've got several photographs of my mum. See, it's only about 9 o'clock. Well, 9:15. You can see the other side of the garden now. And that's one of the nice views. That's where we're going forward. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. That's the flower that my mum and I tossed coins in. Panning to the left. Got these colonnades from old buildings and then dragged them here. That's got wet paint, that. Now this is the white, this is the first one that we stayed in. I'll find out what it is. And there's the fountain again. There's the fountain. Panning left. That's the mermaid. Those are the seats that we sat on. And that's where we killed a vine by cutting the root off. Pan round again. That's where one of the staff used to stay when he did the number 6 thing. That house is where some people have stayed for 18 years every summer. That's Atlas. That's the bandstand. And that's one of the views that we have. But we're going this way. Back towards the town hall. Okay? That's the hotel where all the famous people stay, and that's where they did Cold Feet. That's the bay from halfway up the hill. I don't know whether you can see it because it's really bright. That's the pool I swam in one time, and you needed icebergs in it. These are private houses, but they get their meals from the hotel. And that's where we've come from. I'll see you later. That's the sign of the hotel. And this is the hotel closer up. Last Saturday there was a Bentley parked here. Top of the range Bentley. See you in a minute. That's where we've come through shortcuts on the hotel. I'm going this way around because it's really strong sunlight. And down that path, that's where we are. Nice, isn't it? See you in a minute. This is a tree planted for Clough Williams Ellis on his 80th birthday. Gives glorious shade. I'll pan round to my right. Yeah, take a bit to establish yourself because of the bright light. That's the tower. That's a statue of Nelson. I'll show you that in a minute. And that's where we stay. That's one of the bedrooms. Hold on. That's Lord Nelson. That was one of the childhood heroes of Clough William Ellis.